Kihei, how much did the wrist bother you today? And after your surgery tomorrow, what have they told you your prognosis is in terms of missing time?
It just affected me kind of dribbling the ball going left a little bit. But other than that, I was pretty fine. And they haven't said anything specific, but there's no timeline or anything, but hopefully I'm back sooner than later.
Kyle kind of carried you guys offensively in the first half. You got the points in the second. Was there something they were doing differently, or did you just have better looks in the second half? What kind of changed in that dynamic?
Eventually, one's got to go down, you know what I mean? Because I was missing everything in the first half, and then I missed a bunch more in the second half, but I just, I think hit two big ones. So, everyone made timely plays that all factored into me getting looks. Right after I hit a three, Kihei got the 10-second call. So everyone just made timely plays, and that was a real gritty win.
Josh.
Kyle, there aren't a lot of 5-point possessions in games. After Ty hit the shot, you got fouled away from the ball. When you went to the line for the one-on-one, did you realize how big a swing that could be if you hit both of them?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not sure they really made the right call, but but it was definitely a big swing, and that first free throw didn't feel that well, but the other one I nailed. So.
Take one on the left and then Josh.
Kihei, the defense on Marcus Evans, what did you maybe see in film leading up? What were maybe the biggest factors and what you were able to do there?
I just wanted to keep them in front, try to disrupt their offense as much as possible, and apply ball pressure.
Josh and then
Kyle, you've seen Ty make clutch shots over the years. What was going through your head when you saw him pull up for that 3-2 that ended up tying the game?
Like, damn, there he goes again. That's just sort of what he does. Like he says, everyone was making timely plays, and down the stretch, he's a captain and one of the better players on our team. So, I always have faith in him.
Kihei, do you remember the play against Morgan State where you hurt the wrist? Can you take us through that? And also, too, was there any added motivation today, knowing you're going to be out for at least a little while after surgery? Any added motivation there today?
I took a charge in the second half on the right side, and I tried to break my fall, and that's where I hurt it. I just wanted to come in and help my team as much as possible, and that's just what I tried to do, pretty much.
Kihei, another big moment was the 10-second call. Coach Bennett came over, was pretty amped there. So what was that moment like? And Ty, have you ever seen Coach Bennett that amped up from an in-game play like that?
You go first. Ty hit the shot, and I just wanted to apply ball pressure, and the game kind of picked up. It kind of ignited me a little bit when he hit the shot. So I was just trying to play defense and do my role.
No, I haven't. When DeAndre hit the buzzer beater at Louisville, that's the first time I've seen him smile. And then this is the most amped I've ever seen him, because they were trying to bring the ball up the court and call timeout, and the kid couldn't even get to half court to call timeout. That's how good of a job he was doing on the ball.
Does that add something to the next possession when you see Coach get that emotional? Because he's usually a pretty calm guy.
Yeah, I think everyone was just so amped up after he made that play, and then we scored again the next play. Did we? Nobody knows what's going on. We did? All right.
I think it was 24. I'm pretty sure.
Ty, you've been winning without getting a whole lot from Mamadi this season, but for this team to reach its goals, do you need him to contribute the way he did today and more, in fact?
Of course. Everyone's going to have off nights shooting the ball, and that's where first our defense has to carry us. But then when you have different guys that can step up at different times, like Mamadi did today, it's going to be huge for us. And, he had a great week of practice, so the more consistent he can get, you'll see more games like he did today.
Mike and then Jeff.
Kyle, obviously VCU is a name brand around the state. What did this game and the level of tests that they gave you, what does that do for you guys at this point?
Yeah, I think last year was a really good test for us also leading into March and stuff. So, we schedule these games for a reason, and VCU is a great opponent. And, I think their half-court defense was even better this year than it was last year.
Okay. One last one for Josh.
Kihei, often when Tony talks about your game, he brings up Muggsy Bogues. What's it like for you to be mentioned in the same breath as him?
It means a lot. He's a smaller guard, and he played the basketball at the highest level.
He don't know who Muggsy Bogues is.
But yeah,
taller though.
it means a lot. It means a lot, and kind of just trying to play defense like him and just have the heart like he did.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.